Disney just dropped the first trailer for its newest animated movie, Hoppers. It's coming out next year, and we're about to break down all the hidden secrets for you right now. Are you ready to catch every hidden detail in Pixar's newest animation?
What?
The trailer opens on a slightly mysterious night. Our main character is standing in front of a building that's clearly the entrance to an American university. The place is called Beaverton University. That name is a nod to the beaver, which is the most important animal in the movie. But it might also be hinting that the story takes place in Oregon, since there's a real town called Beaverton in the US. And that's super interesting, because Oregon is where the animated show Gravity Falls is set, a series packed with mysteries in the forest. You'll understand in a minute why Disney included this Easter egg, but first grab your popcorn, because another Cinewave is about to begin. Still at the beginning of the trailer, we get a front shot of our main character. Her name is Mabel, and this is the part where your brain explodes because that's the same name as one of the leads in Gravity Falls. That's definitely no coincidence, since both shows are Disney. Pixar's new Mabel is riding a skateboard, and according to Easter eggs, that's a reference to Back to the Future, where a teenage skater becomes friends with a crazy scientist. On Mabel's jacket, you can spot her last name, Tanaka. That pretty much confirms she's an Asian lead, just like fans have been theorizing online since last year. And if her name is printed on her jacket, it could mean she's part of a college sports team. Here's another detail that almost nobody caught: Mabel's expression. She's sneaking into the university at night when the place is practically empty, which isn't normal. And the look on her face, she clearly suspects something's going on. Could something bad have happened before this scene? Stick around, because we're about to show you the answer. Hoppers might look cute, but Pixar is definitely hiding something darker underneath. The trailer continues and shows a warning sign that reads "Do not enter," which tells us Mabel is heading into a restricted area on campus. That's probably why she chooses to sneak in at night. The lights flip on in the hidden part of the building, and we meet a new character, Dr. Nisha, one of the lead scientists in the movie. She doesn't seem too happy to see someone there. Did she catch Mabel inside the lab? That means our main character was seeing something she definitely wasn't supposed to. The trailer keeps going and gives us a shot of the scientist's desk. Right away, we see skeletal remains of robotic animals, not just a beaver, but also rabbits and even a pelican. On the table, you can also spot documents detailing the fake animal project the women are working on. And right next to the rabbit's head, there's a white platform. Looks like a charging station. That's the same piece of equipment Mabel the Beaver is seen on in the movie's official poster. Mabel is holding the robotic beaver's body in her arms, and she's staring at something across the room. Judging by her expression, whatever it is must be seriously shocking. What a mystery! Behind the character, there's some sort of device, and we're gonna find out what that is very soon. Quick question, would you want to turn into a robotic animal? Comment #robot so we can get to know ya! The trailer moves on and introduces the film's lead scientist, Dr. Sam. She's actually a nod to Back to the Future 2, an Easter egg referencing Emmett Brown, the genius who built a time machine. Here's a detail you might have missed. Dr. Sam wears a pin on her lab coat, and yep, it's shaped like a beaver. Could it be a nod to the university, or is it something else entirely? Behind Dr. Sam, you can see an old school monitor displaying info about the human brain, which fits perfectly with her dialogue, since she says the team managed to develop the tech after years of research. The piece of equipment that was behind Mabel finally shows up, and it turns out to be a 3D printer, revealing that the scientists in this lab are actually creating fake animals. Which means in this movie, you might not even know who's human and who's not. For the first time, we get a full look at the scientist's lab, and honestly, it's not a very clean or pretty place. It's kind of dark, has no windows, is filled with old tools and tech, some metallic animal skeletons, and even exposed pipes on the back wall. This shows us that these two scientists aren't being valued by the university, or maybe this is all happening in a top secret location. In the background of the shot, you can see a cabinet behind Mabel. On top of it sits a light-furred beaver. It looks like a robot, but you'll soon notice it closely resembles a character from the movie. Could this be a clue to the mystery? Here's a detail we couldn't see before. The main character has her arm wrapped in bandages. So she got injured before entering the building, which totally confirms there's a dark mystery behind this story. Is the villain hunting her? What does Mabel know? And why did she sneak into the lab uninvited? Dr. Sam seems to know the girl and even have a good relationship with her. But it doesn't look like Mabel has clearance to be in that secret room. So many unanswered questions. On the chalkboard that Dr. Sam is holding, you can spot sketches of a human brain and a beaver. That's more proof that the beaver is the main animal used in their experiments. In the same chalkboard scene, we can see Dr. Nisha holding the robot beaver over the same white charging platform that appears in the official movie poster. Is this the machine that powers the robot? And hey, is it by hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell that you get our videos every day? Give it a try and let us know if it worked. In the trailer, when Dr. Sam explains the mind transfer project, Mabel realizes it's kind of like what happens in the movie Avatar. Yep, the one with the blue aliens. But it seems like the scientist doesn't agree with that comparison. Still, what a cool Easter egg. Mabel places the robot beaver on the energy source, and the scientists look freaked out, like something's seriously wrong. But if you pay close attention, you'll spot another clue. The shelves behind the women are knocked over. Something went down in that lab that night, almost like someone attacked them. All the equipment that was on the shelves and table earlier in the trailer is now on the floor. The research completely destroyed. They're the same shelves from the start, which means someone came in and wrecked everything. Disney has already revealed that one of the movie's villains will be the town's mayor, a man named Jerry. Could he be the one behind all this? Mabel puts the mind transfer helmet on the robot, but the real clue is actually behind her. There's a map of the forest with a big red highlight on the town's lake. There's something important there that has the scientists intrigued. Could that be why they chose beavers in the first place? The next scene feels pretty mysterious. Mabel shows up in the forest the following morning, even though the trailer started at night. She looks confused, like she doesn't remember what happened. Did someone carry her out of there? Did she go by herself? Did the robot take control of her mind at some point? Maybe. In the movie's official poster, we see the beaver escaping from the lab, so maybe the robot can control Mabel's mind and erase her memories. This is the moment when Mabel realizes she can understand what the animals are saying. In one of the scenes, we see her actually talking to some beavers, and apparently, they're going to teach the robot about what's hidden at the bottom of the lake. Could that be the big mystery behind the movie? In the next scene, an important detail is when Mabel meets Loaf, a lazy beaver who becomes her buddy throughout the movie. But there's a catch. Did you notice that Loaf is a light-furred beaver who looks a lot like the robot we saw sitting on top of the lab cabinet the night before? So, is Loaf really a wild animal, or is he actually a human pretending to fool Mabel? In the same scene, we see Loaf getting attacked by a female bear named Ellen. But strangely, the beaver doesn't seem too concerned about becoming someone's lunch. Mabel saves his life, but Loaf says it doesn't make sense. Since the bear needs to eat, that's just how nature works. Maybe he wasn't upset because, plot twist, he's actually human and not in danger at all. Maybe he's a robot version and the real Loaf is hidden away somewhere safe. Could this be the big twist? At the end of the trailer, Dr. Sam tells Mabel that she can't use that technology to mess with the natural order of things. And that's exactly what Mabel ends up doing. She stops a bear from hunting and then disconnects the robot from the lab system, which might be super risky if the theory is true and the beaver can take control. Because that would mean Mabel could get stuck in that robotic body forever. And let's not forget, the robot probably doesn't have unlimited power. Mabel might need that white charging platform, the same one the beaver was sitting on, to recharge. And finally, the trailer wraps up by revealing that the movie is set to release in 2026. According to Disney, the official date is March 6th. Are you excited to hit the theaters? Until the movie comes out, no worries. We've got tons of content right here on the channel for you to enjoy. We've already lined up 2 more awesome videos for you to dive into. See you in the next one. Catch you later.